Good day, guys. As you all know me, as a mentor, Nasdaq Ninja. So, guys, before I can continue, can you please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you can get notified once I upload. So, guys, as much as you can remember, last week we're actually like talking about US 30 and NAS 100, and if you can check those buys, man, they were frequently so good in a way that they got respected so much. Understand? And as much as you can see where the chart is, if you can check the previous video, you can see where we took it. So, but without wasting no time, today we're gonna be only talking about Nasdaq. You understand? So, at the end of the day, guys, I feel like you should go and learn certain things like patterns. You understand? In order for you to understand where the market will reverse and where the market will continue taking a direction. Remember, we have certain patterns, but the patterns that I actually gave myself time to learn was actually reversal patterns and continuation patterns. So those are the patterns which I feel like if you can try to make yourself visible for them, you can actually learn a lot so that you can know this is the time to make the market reverse or this is the time to make the market continue to take that direction. The reason I'm more a scalper than a swinger, I realize that, sometimes when you swing trade, you tend to lose a lot. You understand, in a way that you might see a perfect profit and then the market comes back to that trade. You understand? Hence, I'll give you a direction, but I'll be going with it from the bottom to the top, to the bottom, to the top, to the bottom, to the top. I feel like that's where I tend to be catering my profit. Not saying that swinging is not good, but I always swing. It's just that, like, most of the time, the reason I like scalping is that reason. You understand? In a way that you need certain cash. You can't be looking at 20,000 K and be like, yo, I want 100K. You don't have 20K in your bank balance. So take what you don't have, and then once you start having it, that's when you can play around with it. You get the point. So that's the biggest advice I can actually give you all. So at the end of the day, guys, let's quickly go to the weekly time frame. That's where I actually take the trade to. Understand? So remember, I said to that previous video, don't forget what you said. I said that I feel like Nasdaq just created its current support there. The market will be buying at that certain zone. And if you can check, the market started buying. Not saying it can be broken. That's how I say it can be broken. But at the end of the day, man, it will take us time to break that certain position because, a trade can, this thing I once learned it on BTC USD in a way that I was waiting on a certain position. And then when I was waiting on the certain position, the market didn't actually reach at that certain position due to that it created its new support, but neither later it broke it. You understand? But you guys, you were supposed to be benefiting from it a lot because I understand that if you were not, you were to understand what I said previously, you were to cater this buy. This buy was so good, and then when we check events like NFP took certain direction like buy, but events like CPI took direction like sales. Understand? But due to that, it was going to retest. Understand? And I understand because I always say fundamental was meant to finish technical's journey on a short period of time. So it went to retest quicker than I expected, and then you could have caught that sell because it was on a supply, and then once it touches that support, that's where you could cut the buy, and then you could hold because our long definition direction, it's a buy. Understand? So at the end of the day, let's quickly analyze those zones and see what's actually happening and what is it that we need to expect to the market. You understand? So today I'm going to create a lot of them. You understand? I'm going to create a lot of them. So that's how it is. So there's kind of like our previous upper trend. Currently we're on our downtrend, so don't let other people fool you, guys. Always follow what the market tells you. This is a language that you need to speak with alone. You understand? If you tend to listen to everybody, you might start losing a lot. So as much as you can check here by weekly trade, you understand, you get to understand this is kind of like our resistant. Understand? In a way that we gotta pass this place so that we can understand that, oh, okay, if we pass this place, this place tends into be our support. This is a proper zone. Understand? This is a proper zone in a way that you see it once created bigger movements, now it's kind of like passing that position, but due to that it never retested after breaking out. I felt like it will give us those kind of retest. You understand? So you need to give it time in order for it to give you the direction. Don't actually like guess the direction. So now just zoom in my chart, trying to get that channel. So in most cases, if I'm on a downtrend, I like taking it where the market started selling. You know why? Because I feel like that's where the momentum of selling is. You understand? Sometimes it's all about how I feel. You understand? So like I always tell you guys, when you analyze, that's when I see that's me there. You understand? So, we can trade pure price action, but we might not trade pure price action the same way. That's a problem. That is why some other people feel like it's not working for them. They're not trading it the way I trade it. It's too different. So as much as we are inside a downtrend, what is the outcome of a downtrend is to keep the market dropping, right? So as much as we are on a downtrend, yes, we can expect buying opportunities at the certain levels, but due to that we are in a downtrend, we need to understand that sales are still strong until we break the downtrend. But as much as we are still inside it, sales are still strong. If you can check, man, buys take time to reach a certain level, but when it comes to sales, they just reach it there. It's because they are strong at that certain level. Remember, man, if you can check, not last year, but a year back, we used to actually buy a lot because we were on an upper trend. And in a way that we could understand that the reason of an upper trend is to keep the market buying. But currently, man, we are on a downtrend. You understand? Yeah, I know I gave you guys buys, you enjoy them, but we don't have to forget the fact that we are on a downtrend. As much as we haven't broken this level, we tend to understand that, man, you still have to look out of those cells because when they come, they could kick you out. You understand? So at the end of the day, man, as much as the market haven't broken the zone, I believe that here, if I can check frequently good, if the market have broken, yes, I can keep on taking those buy. But if it haven't broken, yes, I'll let the market come back here to retest and then push further more to the top side to break the top side, because I do feel like it will break, but I always say, don't actually follow what you think about. You need to let the market break, then you follow what the market did. Understand? Then it becomes a simple entry. So at the end of the day, guys, let's quickly go to our daily time frame and see what is it that we actually see on this one. Understand? So you can see, guys, this is kind of like a proper zone. Understand? And if I were to take it to the top side, let me show you how. This one is proper. Let me take it a little bit above here. You understand? But as much as you can see, the actual resistance, it's actually there. This full bar is just our resistance, because if you can check, the candlesticks can actually talk to you understand, due to their rejection. So this market haven't actually passed that resistance on a daily time frame, understand, and a weekly time frame. So in other time frames it can pass, but you need to take this to consideration so that you don't say fake breakouts or whatever, understand. So yes, it passed the zone line, but it haven't passed the whole bar of resistance, you understand. So it needs to pass it. Sometimes I'll just tell you that let the market move, you understand. Let the market move so that you do understand what's actually going on. Understand something here. This plays a big role, due to that. I told you, if it's a downtrend, I'll always focus on the rejection, because they plays a big role, you understand. So the market has a higher chances of reversing at that certain level, but this one I'm gonna remove it so that it doesn't confuse you, you understand. I always care about you guys. I don't want to confuse you, because you might get confused, but you need to remember it. If you're an advanced trader, you gotta remember it, because you know what I was talking about there. So guys, like I told you guys, for more information, you'll get my numbers on the comment section. Sometimes I do forget to post them, but on other comment sections that they understand. And then others say I don't respond my messages. It's because you don't talk straight to the point. Tell me what you want. Understand? I'll tell you what I have. So at this certain point, that's where we caught that buy, man. It was a beautiful buy. Actually, we caught it here. We ate, come back here, come back to retest. We caught it again. We ate, come back here to retest. If you can check this zone, I didn't draw it currently now, because I can see the market reversed. I had drawn it before, but if you can check in the downtime frames, that's where you see the certain position become more efficiently. You understand? So that's how you trade the market. The market becomes more easy if you give it time. So in my understanding, I tend to understand that, man, this position hold me for a long time. This one. I can understand that this is a position that I was failing to pass all along. You understand? I think it was the whole December failing to pass this, but there was a day whereby we managed to pass it. Oh, it was a happy day, and then we dropped, you understand? But in my understanding, man, I just want you guys to understand that as much as we managed to pass that certain position, What was the reason of the position holding us back? That is what matters to the market. You understand? So there was a reason that the market held us back here in a way that I feel like the market somewhere, somehow here, it has to come back here. So you have to catch your buys, your sells here. Even if the market have broken, I can understand that. Nah, I mean, not now. You're in a rush. I'm on a buying zone. You understand? In my mind, I just want to buy, but relax. You are in a rush. Understand? You need to touch certain places in order for you to do certain movements. Understand? But at the end of the day, let's push to 60 minutes time frame and see what is it that it's telling us. Understand? So on 60 minutes time frame, this thing tells us that, at the end of the day, he had broken. This is kind of like a retest, and which is like something that we can never deny. Understand? So one thing I'll tell you, man, it's one of the simplest trade. I'm not more confident with taking buys here, because if you wanted to take buys, you could have took it back then. Understand? So I'll tell you to do certain things. You just have to let the market play around. It's Monday, man. You can let the market do whatever it wanna do. You understand? Tomorrow is Monday, you can let it do whatever. You still have the whole 4 days to trade. When the market moves anywhere from the top side and come back at this certain position here, you're gonna take your sells. Doesn't matter what type, you're gonna take your sells. I'm more confident that the market will come back. So your sells, you're gonna take them here. So you're gonna put your stop loss above here. It doesn't matter if the market chooses to come back here immediately, then you take your sales there, you put your take profit there. Understand? So that's how you can milk the ups and downs, because I tend to understand, man, if you were to be following the market in the way you want to follow it now, it might take you out, it might take you out. So I don't want you guys to follow the market. I want you guys to trade what the market tells you at that certain position. Understand? So at that zone, try to force a trend. It's not being forced. Like I always say, don't force anything. Understand? So yeah, guys, that's how it is. I'm telling you that, okay, the market will sell at that certain position. So let's go to the higher time frame and see what is it that we can create here. Understand? So there's nothing we can create. We can see that, okay, the market have passed, but due to how I believe that the market can do, I still believe that the market, when it comes back this side, you need to take your selling position here. Remember, you don't take any selling position here. You need to let the market comes back inside, close any candlestick here, then you follow the direction. That's how you're gonna eat. So guys, at the end of the day, this is the end of the video. Let's meet on another video, guys. Thank you guys for watching this one.